Have you ever wondered whether you should lift in the morning versus at night? Most people tend to go to the gym whenever they have time, which is completely understandable because life can get in the way. But recent studies have shown that there may be an ideal time to actually go to the gym depending on your goal. In today's video, we will discuss whether lifting in the morning or at night is better and go over the pros and cons for both backed by research. So without wasting any time, we're going to jump into the first topic of this video, which is going to be strength. A 2018 systematic review assessed overall strength during resistance training when lifting at different times throughout the day. It was found that there's a significant difference between the two and observed greater strength in the evening hours. However, consistent morning training may increase strength to similar levels that were observed in the evening hours. This can be due to several reasons, and the study didn't list any specifics, but some things that come to mind as to why we may be stronger in the afternoon than the morning includes being properly hydrated and having proper nutrients from eating throughout the whole day, and your overall alertness is just higher. So this is the first factor to keep in mind when deciding whether to go to the gym in the morning versus at night. And jumping into the second topic, we're going to talk about hormones. As I'm sure you all know, our hormonal levels fluctuate heavily throughout the day and they vary from person to person. But the two main hormones that we're going to discuss, specifically talking about bodybuilding, is going to be cortisol and testosterone. In the morning, your cortisol levels are higher and decline throughout the day. Cortisol is a catabolic hormone, meaning that it is muscle depleting. Contrarily, several sources have found that your testosterone levels peak in the afternoon, which is an anabolic hormone, meaning that it's muscle building. And because of this, the best testosterone to cortisol ratio is going to be in the afternoon. Also, I just want to preface that even though the ratio is the worst in the morning, it doesn't mean that it's completely impossible to build muscle if you go at that time. And the opposite's also true. Just because you go in the afternoon doesn't mean that you're going to become the next Hulk. But this ratio is something to keep in mind and it can play a role in your bodybuilding journey. And jumping into point number 3, we're going to talk about mental focus. It's currently theorized that morning exercise may improve your focus throughout the rest of the day. In a 2019 study, participants who exercised in the morning reported better cognition throughout the day compared to those who didn't exercise until after their workday. Exercising in the morning increases your serum BDNF levels. BDNF stands for brain-derived neurotrophic factor. Now that's a whole lot of big words, but essentially it's important for cognitive function and neuronal development. And because of this, I'm sure you can imagine why people who exercised in the morning noted better cognition throughout the rest of the day. So if your goal with exercise is to keep moving and just be healthy, but you notice you've been groggy throughout the majority of the day, maybe try going in the morning, and who knows, maybe it might make a huge difference for you. Now, before we jump into point number 4, if you're enjoying the video so far, please be sure to leave a like and subscribe for more fitness videos and content just like this. And for point number 4, we're going to talk about weight loss. This was something new to me, but looking at the recent research, they're postulating that there may be a beneficial time to actually go to the gym if your goal is weight loss. In a 2019 study by the International Journal of Obesity, they found that physically inactive adults who worked out in the morning for 5 days a week for a 10-month duration saw greater fat loss than individuals who completed the same workout regime but did their workouts at night. Obviously, not everyone's goal at the gym is weight loss, but if this is the main reason you're going to the gym, consider trying to go in the morning versus at night because it may just increase the results you see. With that being said, let's go over some general pros and cons to lifting in the morning versus at night. Some pros of lifting in the morning include increased energy throughout the day. It's a lot easier to be consistent and you may burn fat more efficiently. Alternatively, some cons is that it's harder to get a workout buddy to hold you accountable and you may be stiffer and groggy when you start at the gym. As for the pros of evening lifting, your cortisol to testosterone ratio is the best, it can give stress relief throughout the day, and you have a higher body temperature which can improve your performance at the gym. And as for the cons, exercising too late with caffeine such as pre-workout may affect your sleep schedule, and normally the gyms are much busier in the evening. At the end of the day, you should be choosing a time that you think would work best for you and you feel you could be the most consistent with. But like we covered in this video, it may be beneficial to change what time you go to the gym depending on your goals. If you change what time you go to the gym and you implement all 10 tips I discussed in this video on how to properly build muscle, I promise you it's going to accelerate your muscle growth and take it to the next level.